Good morning, my name is Nurse Janine. I'll be your nurse for today. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling okay. Thank you.
That's good to hear. Before we get started, I'd like to talk to you about confidentiality. As a nurse, it is my duty to keep your personal information private and secure. This means that I won't share any information about you with anyone who is not directly involved in your care, unless it's necessary for your treatment or safety.
Okay, I understand. What kind of information are you talking about?
Well, it could be anything from your medical history to your test results to your current condition. It is important for me to keep this information confidential to protect your privacy and maintain your trust.
I see. So what happens when someone asks you about my condition?
If someone asks about your condition, I would need your consent before I can share any information. However, there are some situations where I may need to share information without your consent, such as if you are in danger or if the law requires me to do so.
That makes sense. Thank you for explaining that to me.
Of course, confidentiality is a very important part of nursing care, and I take it very seriously. Is there anything else you would like to know?
No, I think that covers it.
You're welcome. If you need anything else, don't hesitate to let me know.
Well, you see, I may have symptoms of AIDS, and I am really unprepared to confront my family about it.
After your laboratory test, we will confirm if you are positive or not. In the meantime, it is better for you to rest and maintain your medication.
Thank you, nurse. I am pleased that you'd keep this private.
Anything for you, sir.
Good morning, sir. I am Dr. Malyari and I would be the one who will handle your case for today, together with Nurse Janine who assisted you a while ago. So, we had a rundown of laboratory tests, and as you had presumed a while ago, sadly to say, but you are positive of an acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. Probably you know how it could get to you, but may I ask when was the last intercourse you had, and may I know to whom, because you'd get this disease if you had an intercourse with someone who is a carrier of this disease.
Actually, I am married, but can you promise not to tell my wife about this yet?
Sure, sir. My nurse and I will keep it confidential.
Well, my last intercourse was not my wife, but just a person that I met online.
Okay, sir. Sadly to say, but maybe that person is already a carrier. But with that, we'll keep things privately. When you're ready, that's the time we'll tell your wife anyway. I'll give you some of these medicines to at least reduce the chances of infecting others and from killing your immune system. And I suggest that you need to abstain from having an intercourse with your wife to reduce transmission. Don't worry, all the said issues here are within our privacy.
Thank you, Doc. I'll prepare myself to tell my wife about this issue. I'll let you know. Thank you, nurse. Thank you, Doc.
Welcome, sir. We'll go ahead and we'll do some rounds to some patients as well. Hi, uwian natin sa wakas. Buti na lang pag-endorse na ako. Ano, Jazal? Kaya mo na ba yung mga in-endorse ko para mamaya 6 p.m.?
Yes, nurse. Ako nang bahala sa mga in-endorse mo. Check ko na lang mama yung physician's note and yung iba pang pinapagawa niyo na doc.
Sige. Iwan na kita, no? Out ko na din. Inform mo na lang ako if may changes.
Yes, Nurse Janine. I'll keep you up to date.
Bye! Oh, Nurse Jazal, napatawag ka.
Madaming chika ako sir.
Anong chika?
Diba, handle ko kanina si patient Kobe. Tapos nag-rounds ulit si Doc. Tinanong niya kung ready na ba siyang aminin sa asawa niya kasi nga risky na kumakalat yung sakit niya. Pero ang sabi niya, di pa daw talaga siya ready.
Eh, ano nga chika?
Yun na nga, inamin niya rin kanina. Diba may asawa yun? Tapos di naman niya asawa yung huling nakasipin niya. Hulaan mo madam kung sino.
Ha? Ano? Sino?
May mistress siya. At lalaki pa. Grabe no? Kaya siguro kumalat yung sakit niya kasi kung kani-kanino siya nakipagsipin. Niloko niya pa yung asawa niya.
Ay, grabe na talaga ngayon. Ayan tuloy, nagkasakit siya. Ay, naku.
Sandali, Nurse Ganin ha. Nagkakal sa akin si Nurse Krizan.
Sige, tatapusin ko na lang din yung mga gawain ko dito.
Oh, napatawag ka, Nurse Krizan.
May chika ka ba sa shift mo kanina? Mukhang may nasagap ka.
Ito na nga. Di ba yung patient ko sa room 143? Di ba may AIDS yun? Tapos may asawa siya.
Oh, na paano naman yun?
Sabi niya, last intercourse niya ibang tao, hindi yung asawa niya.
Hala, totoo ba yan?
Alam mo ba ano mas grabe doon?
May grabe pa ba doon?
Oo, yung mistress niya lalaki. Kaya ayun, di rin sure kung siya lang din yung naka-intercourse ng lalaki.
Hala, grabe naman talaga yan. Hindi man lang naisip yung asawa niya. Ikikwento ko nga yun sa pamilya ko. OMG!
Hello, Doc. I have a huge problem. This is so disappointing on behalf of my issue right now. This is embarrassing as well. My wife already knew my case, and I was in state of shock because she just knew it a while ago. And guess where she found it out? In the nurses' station. She heard it from those nurses. I thought this would be a private matter. Why did it go too far and people are gossiping about me? Didn't you just said that this will be confidential? How come my name is popping out of the bubble in the whole floor, building, especially the nurses' station? Now I am unprepared and anxious of what other people would say.
Calm down, sir. I am indeed shocked as well of what you just had said. Don't worry, I'll bring this up to the higher authority and to their chief nurse. This is an issue that is sensitive. That's why I'll look up to this matter. I apologize for the scenario you just had right now. I'll make sure that those who spread those information would face consequences. My apologies, sir. In the meantime, I'll do visit you later for your vital checkup and medication.
Well, you better make sure that those who spread it will be punished legally. I hope that this incident won't be done again because this is a private issue.
Yes, sir. My apologies. I'll make sure we'll discuss it legally.
Okay, thank you.
Chief Nurse Pineda, can I borrow your time for a moment? We need to discuss things privately.
Okay, everyone. Later I will send a link and we will have a conference with the higher authorities. This issue is very disappointing.
This is about what, ma'am?
You'll see.
Good day, everyone. So, you might all be confused by what just happened. Well, a while ago, one of our patients reported an issue. We know that we have a confidential issue and should not be spread out in our workplace due to the wish of the patient and to make himself prepared for his issue. Unluckily, the issue has been disseminated informally, and the patient got mad because the news went to his wife without his proper knowledge. Now, I would like to ask you, who were the nurses that talked about this on or off duty?
I guess you all need to tell the truth or else you know that your license will be the one at risk for this situation. The patient could call you out with the authorities.
Oh my.
Doc, it is I who opened the issue to my coworker. It was her off duty and I called them when I got home and started the conversation. I truly apologize for the chaos that I had caused.
Haven't been you aware of the word confidentiality, Nurse Diesel? Huh? Don't you know that the HIPAA privacy rule applies to all nurses?
I know, Doc, and I failed on keeping it.
We also apologize for being a part of this issue. We know that it should be private, but we lead it out anyway.
We will apologize to the patient and his family for the worry we had caused. We failed to protect his identity and his privacy.
Well, you better be, because this is a private matter.
You all know that confidentiality is important in nursing. It is also a part of our bioethics as a nurse. I bet all of you should know by now that anyone who shares patient information, authored and shared to any unauthorized individual through any type of platform will be facing legal actions.
You know that our patient has right for their privacy and should be respected in what they wish to do. We need to keep their history, profile, and situation private upon our knowledge and respect what their profile is. This is the last time that you will all disobey this ethics. Or else, if it was worse than this, I'll be the one who will call the higher authorities and will suspend you from working. Or worse, could lead you all to be out of this hospital and can get your RN out of your name. Do you understand?
Yes, Doc.
Okay. I'll talk to the patient as well, and you will also need to talk to him privately.
Not to be a cliffhanger, but to end this whole scenario, the nurses then just decided to talk to the patient privately, pleaded sincerely, and was forgiven. Hence, the nurses adhered to the importance of confidentiality in our field and from then on learned their lesson. All information regarding the patient is confidential, not just their health-related status, yet their finances, family, and current situation are all included to be protected and kept confidential as part of the Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act, or the HIPAA, as well. The breaches of confidentiality equates to a lot of negative consequences. Depending on the weight of the extent of dismantled privacy of data, disciplinary actions may occur if not resolved earlier and if the patient pursued to file legal cases. Not just that, by doing so we have tarnished our client's trust that is crucial for the further progression of treatment. That is how essential patient confidentiality should be applied and implemented always and without fail. But wait, there's more to know. Now, in the shown role play, not just because of the non-compliance of nurses with the said law which led to this situation, but don't we realize how important and crucial nursing informatics and technology is in this type of occurrences? The integration of informatics in healthcare have improved patient confidentiality. All data and nurses' notes that were noted in the EHR, or the electronic health record, are protected at the higher depth. Nursing informatics preserves authorized restrictions on access and disclosure, with passwords and more security options, including means for protecting personal privacy and proprietary information on our patients. Thus, these issues and problems on patient confidentiality and privacy have decreased since it was implemented. And that is all for group number 2. Thank you all for watching!